Here's my theory about this all these years later, right? 57 years later, my theory about it is I don't think I was mimicking my father. I think what I was desperately trying to do was get attention from my father. So I had always been a good student. I'd always been a good kid. I didn't really get any recognition for that. And I'm not one of these people that believe, and maybe some people on the podcast won't agree with my thinking on this, but I don't believe in trophies for everybody and everybody's a winner and all that kind of stuff. I just don't believe that. I believe that hard work and perseverance towards whatever you want to do, whether it's casual, professional, or whatever, that's a personal thing for people. But I think at 10 years old, you're craving attention. At least I was from my father, right? I wanted this attention. And this dude was just never home. He never came home. He was once in a while, he'd stop in. And it's funny because my sister, she and I were talking about this when my mother passed away a couple of years ago and we were together with the whole family, we were talking. And she would make him. She would go if he came home, probably hungover, probably not feeling very well. She'd go and get him. You promised me you were taking me to the beach today, or we were going to go to the amusement park or whatever. She'd drag him out of bed. She'd make him go do stuff. And I never did. I just gave up on it. All right. Well, and so I really started acting out in school first. Before I started dabbling in drugs and alcohol, I started getting in a little bit of trouble at school. And all of a sudden I was getting the attention that I craved, right? So now I'm getting called to the principal office, and then he would show up as the hero parent coming down there to straighten things out or whatever. So I think I got into a pattern of that probably in between 10 and 15 years old. And then after a while, it didn't matter anymore, right? Then I got into that, like you said, first you drink a little bit. You're drinking some wine and some beer. And the next thing you're drinking harder liquor, you're smoking a little weed, and then you're smoking hash, then you're doing other things, pills and whatever. Right. And so it got progressive to the point where he was off doing his thing. And by that time I was 15, 16 years old. I didn't really care. Now I was stuck in a different world. Right. And I don't blame him for it, by the way. That's the path I took in my life. And it was 100% my responsibility to get myself out of that situation as well.